Hello everyone, and welcome to the Prehistoric Battlegrounds. Here, animals will battle for survival and for entertainment. For this first episode, we are going to do a special event known as a Battle Royale. Different dinos will all fight to be the last one standing. Here are the contestants for the battle. A Monolophosaurus, a Pachyrhinosaurus, a juvenile Carcharodontosaurus, a Guanlong, a Strithiomymus, a bull Carnotaurus, you could tell by its size that it is a bull, a female Giganotosaurus, and a Tyrannosaurus rex. Female Giganotosaurus because a male would have zebra-like stripes all over its body. Now, let the battle begin. The Monolophosaurus has now made it to the edge of the valley to a small cliffside, but here the Guanlong is watching him. The Guanlong is the first to make the move, and he claws at the Monolophosaurus. The Monolophosaurus roars in pain, but is able to get back up and fight the beast off. He roars, and they still continue to fight. The Guanlong was thrown down, but he gets up and strikes again. But however, there's no use, for his size against the Monolophosaurus will surely do him in. And it does. The Monolophosaurus pounds him with what he can do. He hits him hard, and this will be his downfall. The Guanlong shouldn't have messed with the bigger foe. Out of nowhere, the Pachyrhinosaurus appears, and the Monolophosaurus fights it. He turns over to fight it, but now, weak from this last battle, he is most likely no match for it. He is resilient and continues to get up, but he is hit down by the animal. It is a shame. He gets up, but then the Carcharodontosaurus finishes him off, surprisingly coming out of nowhere. Now the Carcharodontosaurus will most likely have to battle the Pachyrhinosaurus. But the Pachyrhinosaurus takes advantage of his foe being distracted. He hits him in the leg. His leg is surely broken. He retreats due to his wounds. He wanders out to the field, limping. The Pachyrhinosaurus is close behind. However, suddenly the Carnotaurus charges out and grabs the Pachyrhinosaurus. He's thrashing it around, ripping off flesh, or at least trying to. He's now getting into his skin. The Pachyrhinosaurus has nothing to do. He then goes to finish off the Carcharodontosaurus. The Carcharodontosaurus is in pain. He finishes him off as well, and roars in triumph. Meanwhile, we see the Strithiomymus. It is possible that if he stays on the sidelines, he could maybe win.
12 seconds later.
Never mind, the Strithiomymus is, dead. Now we cut back to our fight. The T-Rex has now made it over to the Carnotaurus and roars at him. It is a fight willing to watch. The Carnotaurus makes the first move and grabs the T-Rex by the neck, but the T-Rex is resilient, just like that Monolophosaurus was. He claws back, but he's getting wounded hard by it. This animal will not go down without a fight, but he does go down. The T-Rex is able to stomp on him, crushing his skull. The T-Rex has won this battle. He is scarred in the neck, however, and that is not good, for the Giganotosaurus, which is still in the fight, could take advantage of that, and this could be the T-Rex's downfall. The Giganotosaurus now appears and crushes the the skull of the dying Carcharodontosaurus. Carcharodontosaurus is now dead, and the Giganotosaurus roars at his foe. This is the final battle between the two beasts. The T-Rex makes the first move and bites at the animal's arm. This animal roars in pain, but will not go down so easily. The Giganotosaurus gets back up and takes advantage of his foe grabbing him in a certain area. He then proceeds to turn around and grab his foe by the neck. The T-Rex, already weak from the other fight, is choked. He falls down in pain, landing hard on his backside. The Giganotosaurus takes advantage of it. He bites into his stomach. The animal is dying. The T-Rex is flipped over, and he bleeds out. He is dead. But the Giganotosaurus is wounded as well. He turns over to look at what he'd done, and then drops on the floor. He dies afterward. He may have won the battle, but it was at the cost of his own life. The Giganotosaurus is the winner of our first episode of Prehistoric Battlegrounds. However, he died in the end as well. Thank you for watching this episode, and tune in next time for another epic battle of prehistory.